Deep breaths. So, hello everyone out there in YouTube land. It's really hot in here. I want to put my air conditioner on. I know I haven't vlogged for the past like two days. I was taking a break. I still have been doing my steps and following my weight management, healthy lifestyle plan. So I'm here to give you an update on that and to sort of give a middle finger to the naysayers. So I have lost 8.5 pounds in 24 days. So if I can lose, see, there's 30 to 31 days in a month, except for February. If I can lose another 1.5 pounds before the end of the month, that would be 10 pounds. See, I can do math. And then if I could lose 10 pounds a month for the next several months, I will be doing well. So, for the people who said, oh, there was this one woman who was morbidly obese, right? Who was saying that I should cut out sugar and carbs and that she lost 2 pounds in one day. Well, your weight can fluctuate as much as 5 pounds, two up to as much as 5 pounds. I get tongue tied there. You could just take a big poop and weigh 2 pounds less, $2 less, 2 pounds less the next day. And plus, because she was morbidly obese, anybody who watches My 600-Pound Life and watches Dr. Now, when he puts these morbidly obese people on diets, because this woman said she could not exercise because she had eaten her way to the point where she hurt her back. Dr. Now always puts these heavy people on diets and they always lose like a whole bunch of weight, right away because they have so much that they have to lose, and they get very restricted calories. Anyway, so 8.5 pounds in 24 days. Now, I've been talking to my healthy lifestyle coach. That's part of the program that I'm on. They also put me in a support group, for people who want to talk to each other about how their journey is going. So anyway, I talked to my lifestyle coach and she said that normal, healthy, sustainable weight loss is between 0.5 pounds to 2 pounds per week, with 0.5 being more normal and 2 pounds being more of a bonus. So anywhere between 0.5 and 2 pounds per week is healthy, sustainable weight loss. And that is what I have been doing. I don't want to work so hard to lose this weight, and I have been working hard just to gain it back plus more with every other diet that I've been on. I really want to change the way that I'm living and I'm feeling better. So I have a bunch of stuff to update you guys on. I did buy a new pair of sneakers. Okay. These are, if anybody's interested, hashtag not sponsored. These are Nike Air Max Torch number 4. And they have the little bubble there. These are for walking and for running. Now, I made the mistake of asking somebody that I know who's into fitness to recommend sneakers. And she said, you should just get cross-training shoes. She recommended Nike. Then my other person that I know recommended ASIC, I forget the brand. Anyway, it's like A something. So she recommended Nike, and she was like, you should get cross-training shoes. This way, when you go, she's like, you're doing walking and a little bit of running, very little now, but eventually you may want to go to the gym or try cardio or strength training or aerobics or whatever, right? So when I bought these sneakers, and they were a little bit, they weren't super pricey, but they're more than I usually spend on sneakers because I usually just buy sneakers for just like the very little that walking that I was doing. So these were, I'll tell you how much they were. Normally I spend about $40 on a pair of Skechers. That's about as high as I'll go on sneakers, $40 to $50. These were at a discount shoe place, $84.99, which is very pricey for me. But this fitness person that I know, she said she'll spend up to $200 on sneakers. But she's older than me and she does a lot more exercise than I do. And she says she has to take care of her knees. So anyway, these are the sneakers that I got. So Do my feet hurt less? No, actually, they hurt more. Because one of my subscribers said it correctly on my Instagram. Now that I'm wearing sneakers that are holding my feet the way they should be held and holding my legs up straight and properly like they should be held when I'm doing a lot of walking, it hurts because now I'm walking the right way. I feel like I have a hair on me. So I'm walking the right way now. So because my feet were kind of like all over the place before, all wishy-washy with the Skechers, now that they're, straight and, my legs are straight, yes, I do have pain. But I'm still doing my steps. I do my steps everywhere. I do not try to cram in all my steps at one time. I try to space out my steps throughout the day. I work in steps wherever I am, and I don't care if people stare at me like I'm crazy. Like I do steps online in the supermarket, steps waiting for my food at the health food place, steps today when I went to visit my mom and she had a visiting nurse visiting her, which I'll get into. And whenever somebody looks at me like I'm crazy, I'll just say to them, I know this looks strange, but I'm on a healthy lifestyle plan and I have to do 10,000 steps a day. And so I'm working in my steps wherever I can. I'll actually tell people this that stare. So, because it looks like you're doing the pee-pee dance a little bit, So anyway, today I did steps in the morning while I had a virtual meeting. I did steps by my mom's house, and then she had a visiting nurse come over to evaluate her because she asked her doctor, my mom needs more help than I can give her because I work full time. So I can't prepare all her meals and, help her with her house cleaning and all this stuff, plus work full time. I help her on the weekends and as much as I can, but she really could benefit from somebody to help her with physical therapy, help her prepare her meals, help her with bathing, help her with cleaning, help her with food shopping and all this other stuff, instead of having me cram it into a weekend and her driving me crazy. So the doctor wrote a note for a visiting nurse service, right? So the woman came today to evaluate her, and she was asking my mom 1,000 questions. So I just happened to be by my mom's house because I was doing my steps, and then I was going to go pick up the boyfriend. So I was in the middle of my steps and in the middle of a meeting still, virtual meeting. And she called me, the nurse called me. She was asking me all kinds of questions. When was the last time my mom was in the hospital? What was the specific date? What was it for? And I was like, I don't know. My mom is always in the hospital for something or another. She, she trips and hits her leg. She goes to the hospital. One time she had food poisoning. She went to the hospital. She has lymphedema in her arm because of, she's a breast cancer survivor twice. So the first time she had breast cancer, they had to remove lymph nodes in her arm. And then for that reason, her arm is swollen. It retains water. And so she has to do these exercises and wear compression garments. But also that makes her arm very susceptible to infection. If she gets any kind of scratch or cut on that arm, it can get infected. And last time, she's been in the hospital for this multiple times. Imagine, and anytime you get a scratch or a cut or anything on your arm, you have to go to the hospital and they have to give you IV antibiotics because she gets what's called cellulitis, which is not like what we think of like cellulite on your butt or your thighs or whatever, but cellulitis is an infection in the skin, deep into the layers of the skin. So yeah, I told her, I was like, my mom's been there a bunch of times. So I said to her, you know what? It was too much to be in a virtual meeting and doing steps and talking to the nurse on the phone. I was like, you know what? Let me just come up there. I'm right here. Let me come upstairs. And I was talking to the nurse, right? And she was like, oh, I don't think we're going to be able to provide her with much service because her insurance doesn't cover this and her insurance doesn't cover that and whatever. And I was continuing to do my steps and the nurse was looking at me like I was crazy. So I explained to her why I was doing steps. And she was like, oh, I totally understand. She was like, I lost 60 pounds since January. She was like, and this was a slim woman. She's like, I lost 60 pounds since January by cutting out all carbs. She's like, I don't like exercise. I don't like walking. I find it very boring. I couldn't do steps. It's too boring to me. So she lost her weight without doing any exercise by cutting out carbs. So, who knows? If it worked for her, it works for her, right? But then after I told her that I'm doing a weight loss plan and I'm doing all these steps, 10,000 steps a day to lose weight, she asked me if I was pregnant. And I was like, no, I'm not pregnant. I'm just fat. And that's why I'm doing these steps. Like I told you. That's, can you imagine? You work so hard. And this is the second time this has happened, okay? When I went to to get tested for COVID, to get a rapid test, the guy asked me if I was pregnant. And you know what? Yeah, I have weight in my stomach, but I'm not like a balloon or anything. And can you imagine you're doing all this work? You're, doing what seems like a million steps until your legs are going to fall off. And all this hard work and watching what you're eating and trying to convert your lifestyle and trying to be a better person and live a healthy life. And you have people asking you if you're pregnant. I guess it's a kind of a compliment that they think that I'm young enough that not that I've gone through menopause. I'm not that old. But I'm not, in my 20s or whatever. And I had this woman asking me if I'm pregnant. And I just flat out said to her, no, I'm not pregnant. I'm fat. And that's why I'm on this weight loss program. And that's why I've lost 8.5 pounds. And that's why I'm doing all these stupid steps. So infuriating, But you know what, though? When I was thin, I had a little bit of a muffin top, right? I had a little punch, where my stomach was. And I would have people ask me if I was pregnant. And it would always make me so angry. Like, because I was thin all over, but I just had this little pouch, little pouch. And people would ask me if I was pregnant. Like, that's so rude and so annoying, And now I would think that they would ask me less, that question, because one, I'm older, and two, I'm fat all over. It's like the fat is evenly distributed, But whatever. So I have a shirt for that woman that I'm going to be wearing. Anyway, so I showed you the sneakers. I want to show you these shirts that I got from the $6 shirt company, which I have a bone to pick with the $6 shirt company. They used to be a lot better. Now all their shirts are not $6. Now they should be called the $6 plus shirt company. And it used to be that they only did shirts 2 colors. So like, for example, this is not from them. This is from JCPenney. But see how the shirt is pink and the text is red? That would be considered 2 colors. So anything that's 2 colors is really supposed to be $6. But now what they did was they started making shirts that were multiple colors, sort of like luxury shirts that were a little bit more money, right? Not a huge amount of money. You're talking about like $12 instead of $6. So the shirts that were multicolored or more than 2 colors were up in price. But the 2 color shirts are supposed to be $6. Now they're doing this thing where the 2 color shirts, some of them are $6, some of them are $9, some of them are more money. And they print to order. So the shirts, the shipping takes forever. And they charge a lot for shipping. So they have a deal where you can get 10 shirts for $55. And I never do that deal. 10 of the $6 shirts, not the ones that are up in price. You could get 10 $6 shirts for $55. So you save $5, right? But I never do that deal, even if I could pick out 10 shirts, because, well, first of all, I have a hard time picking out 10 that are just at the 6 because so many of them have escalated in price. But also because the shipping would be like $15. It's stupid. And they still have it. They have this tea time deal of the day, where if you buy the shirt of the day, that's $6. They give you $2 off, but you still have to pay for shipping. So all said and done, the shirt still costs you $10 with the shipping. So anyway, I ordered 3 shirts from them because there were 3 shirts that I really, 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 really liked. So the first one is this one, which I need to wear for my channel and for outside when I meet people like that nurse. It says, "Checketh thyself, lest ye wrecketh thyself." So, and this shirt, I think this was the only $6 one. And as you can see, it's 2 colors. It's navy blue with white. Now, the other shirts that I got, this one I was disappointed in, very disappointed. This one was like $9.25 and it's only 2 colors. And I don't like, I got the gray because I was, okay. You guys tell me what you think. Okay. So this is the shirt. And it says, please hang up and text me, right? I really love that. And it has like the 1950s looking woman, please hang up and text me. So, but I don't think that you can see the image and the text really good on the gray. I kind of wish I had gotten like a sky blue color or a different color, you know? And I think they should have made the text and the image larger. I think it's too small on the shirt. It kind of gets lost. So, let's see if I can put this down. I don't know. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. So, there's that. And then I got this other shirt, which I thought was just so unusual. It's not Cyndi Lauper. Okay. So it's a robot dressed like a punk, and it says cyberpunk. I thought this was just so weird, right? And then I was like, I know cyberpunk. Where do I know cyberpunk from? And it's actually the name of a really old Billy Idol album that came out in the 90s. One of his, I don't want to say one of his last albums, one of his like last albums of his heyday, you know. It was called Cyberpunk. But then I was like, is it like Daft Punk? Daft Punk is a band. And I was like, no. And it's not related to Billy Idol. What is cyberpunk? So I asked Siri what it was, because I thought it was real. I really thought it was related to Daft Punk. So it's actually a genre of science fiction, dystopian science fiction, about, I guess, technology or something. I don't know. Somebody enlighten me if you're into the cyberpunk book genre. But anyway, so cyberpunk. See how large the image is, right? Compared to the other one. So I really placed this order. I mean, for that phone one, please hang up and text me. But then when I saw checketh thyself lest ye wrecketh thyself, I was like, I need that shirt. So, and then there's another one that I want to get. See, now the checketh thyself, I could wear that outside because it's not, it doesn't have curses on it. It doesn't have foul language. I have another shirt that I can only wear for videos, which I've worn as a night shirt, but I haven't worn it in a video yet. And it has the Morton Salt girl on it, and it says, don't be a salty bitch. Well, they have another shirt that is from, I think it's from Happy Madison. It says the price is wrong, bitch. So, yeah, I think I really want to get that one. The price is wrong, bitch. So, and then I also got, in line with my, my heavy metal hairband shirts. You guys saw I got Motley Crue. I picked this up at Kohl's. It was, I think like $15, and then I used $10 Kohl's cash because I placed an online order. It's a long story. I it came out to $15. No, $10. It was 15 and they came out to 10. So, but I had to use Kohl's cash and discounts and stuff, because if you go to the store, it's going to be like $17 or something, but I got it for 10 with my discounts. So it's Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction. When I talked about this shirt before, I mistakenly remembered it having an angel on it, but I got my albums confused because the angel is on the Use Your Illusion albums 1 and 2, not Appetite for Destruction. And actually, Appetite for Destruction has the little circle with the 2 guns sticking out with like the vines and the roses. It doesn't have, this is not the cover of Appetite for Destruction, so I don't know where they got this from, but Anyway, so I got Guns N' Roses. This one I was able to pick up in store. The other one that I got is Metallica, and it says "Injustice for All," and it's got like the woman with the statue of the woman with the scales of justice, and she's got like this green slime all over her, and then it has the Metallica logo on it, and it's really pretty. So I had ordered that, and that one is coming in the mail. So what else was I going to say? I didn't read the reviews until after I bought it, and I actually got this in a large because the extra large looked really, really big. This is men's. The other shirts are also men's, the ones from $6 Shirt Company. So I got this in a large because I had seen it in the store, and the extra large looked really, really big. And this is like a soft shirt. So the Metallica one, I got it in a large. I think at the time they didn't have extra large. I don't remember. But I should have, if they had the extra large, I should have sized up, because I didn't read the reviews, and it said, oh, it's a great shirt and the graphics are wonderful, but as soon as you wash it, it shrinks to the size of a woman's shirt or a child's shirt, depending on which review you read. So yeah, there's that. Then I ordered 2 other shirts. One is from Hot Topic. I have to show it to you. It's like, it has Tim Curry on it. I put it on my Instagram. So it has Tim Curry looking normal, like regular Tim Curry, on one square, and it says September 1st or September 30th, and then it has him in drag from Rocky Horror Picture Show, and then it says October 1st. So I got that, and then I also ordered from Kohl's. I think it was Kohl's. Yeah. From Beetlejuice, Miss Argentina. That's one of my favorite characters from Beetlejuice. And I had never seen a shirt with her on it that was so like beautiful and just vibrant and just really amazing shirt. So even with my discounts and everything, and I got a lot of discounts and discount codes and stuff, it still came out to $24.99 with the shipping and everything. One shirt by itself. But because it was such a unique shirt that I had never seen before, and because I love Miss Argentina, I just had to have it. So you can check out the shirt on my Instagram, and of course I'll haul these shirts when I get them in the mail. If you have not watched Beetlejuice, where are you? And where have you been? No, I have not watched the musical. I have no desire to watch the musical. I don't like musicals. But Miss Argentina is the secretary in the waiting room in the netherworld that Gina Davis and Alec Baldwin go to when they seek help. And everybody in the waiting room looks like how they died. Like, one guy's got like a shark attached to him. Another person is like all blackened and he's smoking a cigarette. So you could tell how they died by how they look. And so she's the secretary, and there's this, or no, the receptionist. And there's this joke later in the movie that says that if you commit suicide, that you become a civil servant in the afterlife. So anyway, Miss Argentina is like a beauty pageant queen, and she's got the sash on her, and she's like, if I knew then what I know now, I wouldn't have had my little accident. And she shows her slit wrists. So yeah, then we kind of figure out that yes, it is true that you become a civil servant in the afterlife. And there are videos on this online, and they say, you know, did Beetlejuice commit suicide because he was supposed to be Juno's assistant before he went off on his own to become a bioexorcist? And then they say, well, was Juno, did she commit suicide because her throat is cut? Did she cut her own throat? And then the guy that is like flattened, it looks like he was hit by a car, that helps the Maitlands go from the netherworld waiting room to back to their house. I watched a video that said that it looks like he jumped in front of a car. So anybody who is like working in the offices in the netherworld, or all civil servants supposedly all committed suicide. But anyway, kind of very depressing. But the Miss Argentina shirt is super cool, so I had to have that. And with that, that's going to be like the last of the shirts that I'm getting. Eventually, I think I want to get the one that says the price is wrong, bitch, but I'll wait on that. So I hope you enjoyed this update. And to all those know-it-all people that said, you will never lose weight if you don't eliminate carbs. You will never lose weight if you don't eliminate sugar. You will never lose weight if you don't eliminate salt. You have to do this and you have to do that. So I lost 8.5 pounds in 24 days, which is exactly what my coach says is normal, moderate, healthy, sustainable weight loss. So poo on those people who doubted me. And with that, I'm going to end this video. So remember to comment respectfully, rate, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram for lots of fun stuff at Shopping and Sense. And I will see you all in a future video. But until then, goodbye, everyone out there in YouTube land.